Games in Victoria in 1992, Trish Wellman and her husband Brent are here. Brent was our assistant coach and later became the head coach of the UVic girls. Over 20 years after our university, I'd see Trish and Victoria for some breakfast at Champion event and learned that she was like a big sister to the UVic girls that year. She was egging them to the point that they really wanted to beat our 4x800 record and win the CIS. I believe they came a close second, and the Toronto team beat it. I'm not 100% sure on that. In our race, Trish had the fastest leg, and Tammy Jones, another Okanagan Sports Hall of Fame inductee, was one of the runners on it. It takes a team to win. It takes a lot of dedication and a drive to have a record that lasts as long as ours did. The fact that Trish and Brent are here, we're from Victoria, we're such a driving force behind those in track and cross-country years, says something powerful. There's a combination of playfulness with seriousness that brought our team success. Mr. Bertoya was one of the first Canadians to break the 4-minute mile. I don't know if you know that. Now you know it. People thought it impossible to do until Roger Bannister did it. I met Mr. Bannister once. He autographed some ticket I got with my Honda twin motorcycle. He thought it was illegal, but he still did it. I didn't come close to 4-minute miles, but there was an open national cross-country race that I won. You might have seen it there. I remember, no, that wasn't it. That was a different one. That was a UVic one. But I remember a few magical moments in that one. I felt great, and I knew I was running my fastest. It was 1988 in a home crowd. I later hear my coach, Ron Belker, telling someone that he had asked Nancy Brooks, if she knew she was second. She thought he was kidding, but he reassured her that she was second. I was warming down. I was so excited. Our longest lasting 4x800 meter race in my 3000 CIS indoor record would be later in 1988, but I don't remember anything more. There's a saying that doing the same thing and expecting different results is crazy. But isn't that why we're here? Isn't that why we do sports? Crazy. Sometimes you break records, sometimes you break the second metatarsal in your foot at World Cross Country meets. In 85, when it happened, I came back from the injury and won the BC High School 3,000 meters in provincial record time and broke the 1,500, 3,000 Canada Games record, but came second to two different university ladies. They came first by about 2 seconds. They were 5 years older than I, but I'm okay with them. In the World Championships of '88, I was 20 and racing the open women category and came 22nd. But I couldn't walk without pain due to another darn second metatarsal fracture. I pretty much stopped racing, but started up again after a bet with the co-workers at Domino's Pizza. A job I did while starting my trail running business. My horse business and the running weren't the best combo. You can ask Mike about that. I'm pretty sure he'd agree. But it did basically inspire my change of name. That's another one. But I volunteered at the Larry Nicholson run last year. It's great to see Bill Stevens being inducted. So much work goes into making a race happen, let alone to have it run smoothly with prizes. Many Brooks prizes, no less. And I've been sponsored by Brooks while in high school. So lucky, thank you, Jim Bates. I'm really glad to see him and his wife here. They began Fresh Air in '81, and they helped out with that connection. It's great to see the baton passed to Cindy Rose, I believe she's here too, for organizing the Interior Road Racing Series now. But to learn that he started this running series and so many other things humbles me greatly. I just had enough. I'd use money saved from working in different running grants, scholarships to buy my dad's horses and turn my high school hobby into a trail riding business. Do you know how to get $1 million with horses? Start with 2? A friend that's here said start with 3. Do I even want to say 4? The thing is, it's hard money. I don't know. Try not to. So, inflation, I tell you. Maybe with the price of fuel going up,